When the Trojan nuclear cooling tower came down in 2006, it seemed as if nuclear power, with its high cost and poor safety record, was dead in the Northwest. Today, the remains of unfinished nuclear reactors mar the Washington landscape. The Columbia Generating Facility near Hanford, Washington, stands alone as the single nuclear plant operating in the region. But times have changed. 4 years later, José Reyes and NuScale Power, a Corvallis, Oregon-based company, are attempting to resurrect the industry.
And the idea from the very beginning was to come up with something that was small, that was very economic and extremely safe. Our reactor is extremely simple. We've eliminated the need for extra pumps and valves and external power. We've eliminated those components, so the price just keeps dropping.
José Reyes, who worked for the NRC during the 3 Mile Island accident, says the industry has learned its lessons.
We see a huge change in the industry because of the advancements in technology, computers, and advancements in training and advancement in the safety culture that's at the plants now.
But Portland lawyer and anti-nuclear activist Greg Kafori is skeptical that new plants like the ones NuScale hopes to build will be safe.
You have to understand that this is an industry which learns about accidents by having them. We didn't know anything about hydrogen bubbles until 3 Mile Island. We didn't know anything about steam explosions until Chernobyl. What you're going to have with this technology as well is they're going to learn about their problems as they emerge.
Well, in our design, the whole thing sits underground. And it's not only underground, but we have a reactor sitting inside of a containment vessel, sitting in a pool of water underground in a building. So we've added additional barriers to assure that even if you had a 1 in 100 million year event, that you still would not release any of the fission products to the environment. We've also reduced the amount of fuel within a single module. So we have about 1/20th the fuel in our single reactor than a large plant. And so that reduces how much fission products are available to begin with.
If Reyes can deliver an affordable and safe form of energy, it may be just in time to help our energy-intensive society deal with climate change. Nuclear energy, which produces near-zero greenhouse gases, can feed our insatiable appetite for electricity without causing a climate disaster.
We need more production, more efficiency, more incentives. And that means building a new generation of safe, clean nuclear power plants in this country.
Nuclear energy, which produces no greenhouse gases, can feed our insatiable appetite for electricity without causing a climate disaster. Nuclear power dwarfs all other low-carbon sources like hydro, wind, and solar.
Obama has always been a nuclear supporter. You know, he is all in favor of dumping tens of billions of dollars, which could be spent on the new emerging technologies, which need a little help to get going. And instead, he's ready to dump it down the rat hole of nuclear power. It's among the worst things he's done.
In my sense, you know, Greg's a great guy. I think somehow his thinking still seems to be 20 years ago. Not a recognition of the contribution that nuclear has made, how well it's performed, what it can provide in the future. Not an acknowledgement of some of the challenges that other energy resources face. I don't sense that that perception is in sync with where the general populace is.
The argument has been engaged between those who envision a new nuclear era in the Northwest and those who fight to keep Oregon nuclear-free.
One small pellet size of uranium fuel is equivalent to a ton of coal or 50 gallons of oil. And just the energy density associated with that is just so remarkable that we really just can't ignore it.
They'll never build another nuclear power plant in Oregon. People would march on the site with pitchforks and torches. It's just not going to happen.